There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonkō Table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonkō Table, the table that will make their dreams come true. Yo, everyone. The Yonkō Table has set sail yet again, this time for the 9th episode of the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. We are here for the penultimate episode of this new revival series of the Proud Family. So we only got one more episode left after this, but if the next and final episode is anything like tonight's episode, I think we're in for a good treat because I personally enjoyed this episode. It was pretty good, but I'm getting ahead of myself. With me, as always, is fellow Yonkō, GrandMasterHoop. Grandmaster, I see Lady Gina in the background over there with Sugar Mama.
Yes, I was looking for an image, but yes, that's what's her real name? Tina, right? Christina Knowles. Right?
Oh, that's her?
That's Beyonce's mother.
You're kidding.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That is Beyonce's mother. I mean, I think it's really random. She's on the show in ever so brief of a cameo, but yeah, that's her.
You got to include her at some point because you got Solange, Beyonce, and the OG ones.
Oh, I actually didn't even think about it like that. You're absolutely right. The Knowles women, other than Blue and the little tiny one, have not been on. But yeah, comes full circle. Very cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm excited to talk about it. I like when episodes focus on, the secondary characters. So, and like actually do a good job with them. So yeah, here to talk about it.
Oh, yes. And this episode was centered on a very important character in the OG squad, LaCienega. But of course, with us to deep dive this episode, we have Supernovas in the room with us here today. And let's dive deep into it. This episode, I think this is one of the few where it's specifically centered on one of the supporting cast members in this revival series, right? I don't think there was an episode yet.
As far as an A plot is concerned, no.
Right. So like last week we did have the Zoe and Uncle Bobby as the B plot, but it was still like a Penny centered episode with, Miss Brown, I think her name was. Who was the
Miss Hill? Gosh,
Miss Hill.
Tiffany Haddish, right? Yes.
Tiffany Haddish. But this episode, the A plot is specifically on LaCienega, our favorite frenemy of tried and true Penny Proud. What did you guys think overall about the episode? Not all at once, please.
I really liked it. I liked all the references. I liked the cultural highlights, and fajas were mentioned. I love the rivalry between the tias, which is so true.
Oh, yes.
It was great. I really liked this episode.
Yeah, I concur. I know what a faja is.
Do you though?
I do. Yeah, man, I just like episodes that, like I said earlier, that focus on the other characters. And then I like when they showcase other cultures, and the Proud Family is a diverse cast. So it's cool that they highlight other, other cultural aspects to the cast and what's going on in their lives. And I think they did a really good job as far as balance. And, as far as the many things we talked about on the past episodes, I think this one just really struck, like it hit all the points as far as balancing, the zaniness of Proud Family, as well as the heartfelt moments. And these are the episodes I really enjoy. So I really enjoyed this episode a lot. And yes, I love the Boulevard as family, so I'm glad they took front and center here. It was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was great too. You only have a couple, a little over 20 something minutes to really dive into the focus of LaCienega and her family. but I think they did a great job with the time they had as well too. It was a fun episode.
No, it was. And it's funny that you mentioned that, Grandmaster, about the balance with the comedy and the serious tone with the Proud Family. We've been craving that for the last couple weeks. It seems that they either fumbled in one area, but they really excelled in another. Like last week, they really homed in on the comedy. They really did the comedy pretty well, but it was that extra oomph that we were missing with Miss Hill and Tiffany Haddish's character, where we wanted to really know about her character a little bit more. But this week, I feel like they got back into their stride. This episode was hilarious. Similar to what Captain Falcon was saying earlier, the banter between the tias, that was real, man.
So true.
The little subtle thing, like when they both greet each other in the beginning and they both like kiss each other on the cheek, but they look away when they do it.
That is such a real thing. Like
it's real.
The fake kiss and you just mwah, mwah, like I don't like you, but I'm still gonna kiss you because that's just the polite thing to do.
Your family, we have to.
Your family, we have to.
It was definitely relatable seeing that. And I mean even seeing LaCienega act a certain way towards her aunt too, because there are some aspects like in the family where you might not even get along with a cousin, but you suck up a lot to the aunt or the uncle.
Yeah, definitely relatable there. I can personally relate to that. And now that my cousins and I are like adults, we're like, what was this rivalry that they're like,
why do we hate each other?
Like, why do we hate each other? Like, what? And we're over it now, but it was definitely my cousin sucking up to my mom, and then I'm like, Thea, like, you're so cool, like so it was definitely relatable. I think they did a really, really good job with nailing that like family dynamic of how it is like in the household, and trying to one up, like, what did she say? She said a 5-layer cake is like fantastic. She's like, oh, it's actually 15 layers. Like,
yes.
Just trying to one up. It's so true. So I think they really nailed that aspect of it.
Yeah, and I think there was a solid parallel between LaCienega's relationship with her tia and LaBrea's relationship with LaCienega's mom. So they both kind of view them in a different light than they view each other's parents.
No, I agree. LaBrea is the new character in this episode. Do we know who voices her? Is she?
Yes, we do.
Who is it? I feel like it's someone we know.
You want to take it? I had to look it up. I didn't even know.
It's Princess Nokia.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with her.
Yeah, she is Puerto Rican. She does music. I don't follow her like too much, but I know who she is. I've heard like her music. But yeah, that's who voices LaBrea or LaBrea.
LaBrea.
See again, Proud Family's they're really good with their comedy, because LaBrea and Melrose, the tia, they're named after you know the joke with LaCienega and Sunset. Those are actual boulevards in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunset Boulevard. Oh, okay, right.
And so their last name is like Avenuardes or something. Avenuñez Avenue. LaBrea Avenue and Melrose Avenue. So
nice.
I appreciate humor like that.
I didn't catch that. I was like, wow, I've never heard Avenuñez before.
Right.
It was very out there. Yeah, I remember they homed in on the last name. I'm like, what kind of name is that?
I was like,
Did you think? I mean,
I didn't put it together. I'm gonna be honest.
You've heard of a Boulevardes before?
I've heard of a Nunez, not an Avenue.
Nunez,
right? You haven't heard of a Boulevardes?
No.
All right.
It's funny because like I never heard of that either, Boulevardes, but I kind of just accepted it. I was like, oh yeah, that's her name. It's a silly name.
I just accepted it. I was like, I think it's weird that they're not like, I'm trying to pronounce it in Spanish and I'm like, Boulevard, I can't. Like,
there's a Z and a D in there.
Right. I'm like, I've never heard that.
It's clever comedy that they kept it based off of the road.
It's perfect.
Names.
Yeah.
And Melrose, that was Eva Longoria. So
okay.
yeah, any Eva Longoria fans, I'm a fan. I've met her. So
met Eva Longoria. Okay.
She came to UCF talking about what's that girl's name? Hillary Clinton. So
what's that girl's name? I forgot her.
That girl who was married to the guy who did the thing. Yeah.
So did you shake her hand and say thank you for your work?
No, I just kind of was in awestruck and just took a picture and then kept it moving. But Proud Family brings in a lot of guests. They also had Beyonce's mother, Tina, right? That's her name, right?
That is her name, yeah.
Tina Knowles. Really random, but
it is. What is it? She's the hairdresser for the
hairdresser, yeah.
For the quinceañera.
And that's so true with the hair and quinceañeras, and I just loved how everybody's hair was the same, because it's such a thing in quinceañeras I've been to, is like everybody's hair looks the same, like it's just like down to the T. It's really funny.
See, I was gonna ask, so you had your quinceañera? No?
I never had a quinceañera.
You never had one,
so
okay.
I didn't want one.
Didn't want one.
It's a big event. It's really big.
It really is a big thing. I think quinceañeras are less prominent in Puerto Rican culture.
They are.
Yeah, they're not that big of a thing. But when a lot of my friends are Mexican, and when I lived in Colorado, like they always have a quinceañera. It's like a huge thing. So I've attended many quinceañeras, and it's like the damas, with the hair and dancing around, and there's a theme, and yeah, so that was definitely a thing. Something that I liked was when LaCienega's dad is like,
Felix.
He's like telling the mom, like, it's just a 15-year-old like birthday party, like relax, the theme is fine. And she's like, that's what she said about the baptism, that's what she said about her
first communion, her confirmation, her
kindergarten graduation. Like everything is such a big deal in like our culture, like they're like, oh my gosh, she lost her first tooth, party, like,
celebration.
Right.
Hire DJ Capri, please.
Exactly.
Oh my, that Felix bit was hilarious, because
Felix
is the one paying for all of it.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's that dynamic too, like daddy's little girl, because he's like, we spent her college fund, but as long as she's happy.
That took a dark turn a little bit. I'm like, oh, so where's she gonna go?
Right.
Once high school's over.
I guess raising money for her is out the window now.
Yeah.
Just gotta flush that down the toilet. But we have the new character LaBrea, and she has a rivalry with LaCienega. And I like how they kind of flipped the script on this one a little bit. Because her LaCienega's cousin is seemingly at first the shy, timid, introverted cousin that's really nice, and kind of minds her own business, and LaCienega's just mean to her. But LaCienega's mean to everyone, and we learn in this episode LaBrea has a bit of a darker side to her. Scheming. I think
as Maya pointed out, she said some
yes.
white. What'd she say?
I wrote it down.
Single white
female.
Oh my gosh! See, that's why I like Maya. She calls it what it is, and
yes,
she's very like woke in that sense, and I love Zoe's. She's like, no offense, Zoe.
I don't take offense to that.
I agree.
And then what does DrJace say? She's like, I thought you were gonna be on some single brown female stuff or something.
Oh,
like that.
It was something like that. I think it was.
Funny. I caught that. I definitely laughed and wrote that down, because I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah. It's just, I guess I call it the sins of the mothers. Whatever LaBrea was feeling towards LaCienega was, projected onto her by Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, she said, I had to wear 3 fajas before I could come here, just so I could be skinnier than you.
And it's body image too. Like,
that is body, yeah.
It was a lot.
you start gaining weight, and my mom's always like, hey, you're eating a little too much, cut it out, like, and it's so true, but it is, wearing my best outfit when I was going to my tia's house so that, I don't look all, she's like, don't go, do your makeup and do this and do that.
Get dressed.
Like, so that's definitely, it was a sad little story for LaBrea.
A little bit, yeah. Well, kind of the big, when they revealed that, she had all this built up animosity. Yeah, it was kind of sad, but
I want to know what her end goal was in some of this. She strapped a rocket to her back.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What was the intention? I mean, she said, I wanted to get rid of you, but like,
I want to get rid of you, but I didn't want to, almost kill you, but I still put this rocket to your back.
Right.
What do rockets do when they reach the explode?
That, or they latch you onto an abandoned theme park ride that clearly missed some safety code violations and whatnot.
Nice little callback to the season, though.
It begs the question: is Snackland even open?
I think it's closed. Yeah,
I think Snackland shut down.
That Sugar Mama ride is in shambles. There's no one performing upkeep on that park.
Let me ask y'all this: did LaCienega's grandparents ever come?
No.
Were they even contacted?
Nope.
No. So Melrose told them that it was canceled.
Oh God.
That was mean, man. As soon as she did that, I knew she was gonna have to come back and apologize. And even then with an apology, damn, that still hurts.
Really? Yeah.
Granted, why isn't Sunset contacting her own parents?
Why is she if she has this rivalry with Melrose, why is she not contacting?
Melrose is her older sister, right?
Melrose is the older sister.
So
yes.
It might be tied to that too. Trust looking up to your older sis in a rivalry.
That's true. That could be a dynamic, older sister. I entrust that to you, and hopefully the parents come to my daughter's quinceañera.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't trust. I'm calling. I don't trust my older sister to remember.
Ooh!
Stop.
I hope my
There's no tea here.
Spill the tea.
I'm definitely calling them because she's gonna forget. So.
But we had some cool callbacks in this episode. We had some little Easter eggs. I think we mentioned it earlier on Twitter. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was.
Did you notice Sailor Moon?
No.
Yeah. When
was that?
The flashback when they were kids, LaCienega and LaBrea.
Oh,
she had a doll.
It was thingy.
She had the thingy.
She had the pigtails, and she had the little half moon crescent on her chest. It was Sailor Moon. It was nice.
Definitely Sailor Moon had it. Yeah.
But then LaBrea
was wearing. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it, and it has to be. It's Jane from Tarzan.
Her outfit.
Straight up.
It's the same color scheme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple, like little tie.
Right.
Gold, yellowish color.
Though.
It's very random.
It's on point. It's on point.
It's on point. Yeah. It's definitely on point. But I was like, at this point, since the Kingdom Hearts reference from last episode, I'm just like, what are they going to throw in now? What are we trying to spot? What are we going to miss? And that's almost one thing I now look forward to in these episodes. When they went to college, they blatantly threw the Nutty Professor at you.
Definitely. Legit.
Right. And so now I'm just over here like, okay, what y'all got for us? Are we going to find it? Is it going to be worth it? I appreciate Sailor Moon. Little, she didn't have to transform or nothing, but I appreciate the doll.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just credit to the writing staff. They're trying to say, we're young. We grew up with the show. We're writing this for y'all who were young with us. So we got y'all. That's how I take it.
No, yeah, for sure. And then it also goes back to I think her Twitter handle is Brianna Williams, right?
Yes.
She's one of the TV producers, or not TV producers.
I believe she's a storyboard artist.
I think, for the Proud Family. And going back to the last week's episode with the Kingdom Hearts reference, she kind of gave some insight on like how that scene came about. And I believe the question was just presented on, hey, we have this scene where Penny calls KG. Do you know what game he should be playing? Because KG likes playing video games. And they provided the answer with, oh yeah, let's have him play Kingdom Hearts. So this scene was probably just really similar in that, where they said, hey, LaCienega is going to be playing with toys with her cousin. What kind of toys do you guys recommend? They probably said throw a Sailor Moon doll in there. And then bam, Sailor Moon. Put LaBrea also in the Jane outfit from Tarzan.
Because why not?
Why not? We got what the Cheetah Girl reference with the costumes in the Cuter Than You song. So that's all great. And oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, just as far as the rest of the episode, I think they did a great job highlighting, just Latin culture in general. Because I don't think they ever say that the Boulevardist family is Mexican. I want to say they are, but even if they don't, I think it's nice that they are, just keeping it open to the point where they're just like representing, culture in general.
Right.
I mean, there's multiple countries in Latin America that do quinceañeras, and so we don't really know where in Latin America. I'm sure you can look it up, right?
Who, the Boulevardist?
Yeah.
I heard mariachi band music.
Yeah, like that's what I assumed, but I don't want to assume.
Yeah, I don't want to assume either, right?
Some of the slapstick though was pretty funny. I mean, Oscar's whole bit with the little French dude. I forgot his name.
Chevelle.
He called him Chevrolet.
Then he turned up real quick.
He said, don't let the accent fool you. No, I thought again, oh my gosh, they like the trash Oscar.
Yeah, he's like Oscar when Felix was like, yeah, we're having a quinceañera. A quesadilla?
Oh my
quesadilla.
Terrible.
But it works because it's Oscar. Like, if anybody is to be ignorant enough to not know what a quinceañera is,
it's 100%.
And then he responds with quesadilla because he hears the "k" sound. It's Oscar. But I like your background, Dr. Jace. Bebo walks up with the plate.
The proud roll.
The horse meat. That's terrible.
We don't use horse meat. They proceed to neigh like horses.
He said, those are just rumors. I busted out at that one. I watched this episode 3 times today.
3 times.
I watch it once in the morning, then I watch it with my students, then I watch it with my 4 times actually today.
Were you waiting for Rihanna to come out?
No, I was. I just watch it with 4 different groups of people, myself and 3 others. So.
Shout out DJ Capri.
DJ Capri.
DJ Capri.
Kendrick Lamar album, Kung Fu Kenny, the one that's yelling out, Kung Fu Kenny.
That's him. Okay.
Wait, which one?
Okay.
Which one?
That's him.
Kung Fu Kenny. Yes.
Yep. That's him. Element. Kendrick Lamar song.
The damn album.
2017 album.
Okay.
Very cool.
Wow.
I like how Sugar Mama, took him to that cellar to lock him up, and she's like, Yo, Sugar Mama, don't do this to me. I know you like videotapes. I got some VHSs. And then
I use a Betamax.
I was like, this another little random bit. I was like, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It was spot on. Betamax is more dated than VHS.
I don't know anyone who I grew up with VHS. I don't know what a Betamax even looks like. If it weren't for Regular Show, who made a Betamax reference as well. But I appreciate that Proud Family humor. Not to mention Penny and the crew had some good moments too in the episode.
Oh yeah. Yep.
What was it like? Oh wait, do you mean like in terms of like the comedy bits?
Yeah, the comedy. Yeah, the comedy, the story. Like, I don't know. I appreciated, like, for example, Michael leading the choreography, and then
he's the choreographer in every episode.
Yeah, for sure, always.
And the sleepover scene.
I like the sleepover scene. That was funny.
That was.
And DrJaceAttorney taking her air mattress.
Right.
This is the one I thought I was gonna sleep on my own bed.
Poor DrJaceAttorney. Whatchamacallit? Oh man, their outfits, their quince outfits.
Yes.
Reference?
What is that? Is that Diana in the Supremes?
No.
The big I'm telling you, that's a look from something I can't.
I was wondering too.
Oh, oh yeah, go ahead.
I mean, because I've seen quinceañeras where they have that
Some of
same
the-
exact hairstyle.
Yeah, the hairs
like-
come out like that a lot in them.
Yeah, they all kind of like, that's what I got out of it, because I've seen that same hairstyle on girls, like the little poof and another poof down
Right.
here and a little flower. And
Oh,
that's
Cool.
so that's what I got out of it. But they had to go to the salon to get it done
Right.
and whatever. So
Did LaCienega want an afro from the catalog that she
yeah.
showed? Why
Oh,
did she
man.
want that?
Was that for everybody else or was that for her?
That's for everyone, because everyone had to
Oh.
have the same hair.
I first thought that it was for everybody. She was trying to make everybody look bad, so she would look great.
Oh, that was for everyone else.
Well, that's what I thought.
Very
That's what I
Oh,
took
okay.
it as.
That would be in character. Yeah, I could see her doing that.
yeah, definitely.
What else? I mean, eventually at the end of the episode, everything gets resolved. You know, what's her name? The auntie, Melrose. Melrose reconciles with Sunset, saying, "Hey, you know, I was just a little jelly. I was just jelly. That's all it is. I know mom and dad didn't come to the quinceañera, but I'm sorry."
But guess
Sorry.
what? They learned that from the kids.
Did they learn from the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you were saying that they were projecting from the rivalry between the two kids.
They were projecting, but
No.
No.
They resolved it watching how their kids got along with each
Okay.
other and defended each other.
Yeah, so it kind
Got
of
it.
turned back on them, and it, you know, it's like, like how I was saying before, you know, me and my cousins were like, why do we have this rivalry? We're just copying our moms, I guess, like, you know. But seeing me and my cousin come together, maybe that'll get the rivalry. The rivalry's still there in my family, but hopefully one day my Thea and my mom will be like, let's stop competing.
You can be rivals, just act like sisters. And Melrose and Sunset had not been acting like sisters for years. And so
Right.
at least they came back to that common ground
Yeah.
by the end of the episode. And then,
That- Mhm.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
that's
you know-
the heart for me. That's the heart for me.
Yeah, no.
And
When
what they
LaCienega
did,
told
yeah.
Poppy to, you know, let's share this
Ooh,
quinceañera,
yes.
Yeah.
that was nice.
That was very nice. You don't get that a lot from LaCienega.
You
so
don't
you
get that
gotta
from
take
LaCienega.
it.
You
Take
don't.
it when
when
you
she
got it.
just almost lost her life on a roller coaster.
Right.
They
Right.
kept her feet in canon. Her feet were huge.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, her feet were big.
Her
I did
feet
know.
I
were
liked
big.
it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Consistency is key. I like
Consistency.
it.
Right. Yes. That was
Wait,
good.
I just want to throw one line in real quick. Melrose was like, "Hey, Oscar, looks like you've been working out," and Oscar was like, "Oh yeah, well I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about working out."
Oh my God. Literally from that same scene, Trudy, she said, I think she was telling Sunset, you know,
You need to calm down. Like,
calm down, be nice with your sister.
Mhm,
When
mhm.
she saw Melrose make that comment to Oscar, I can't remember the exact line, but Trudy made it seem like she was gonna go teach Melrose a lesson. She didn't teach
Oscar-
Melrose a
Oscar
lesson. She
called
went to
himself
Oscar.
Oscar called himself
Yeah.
the snack master. He said, "Some people call me snack master."
Don't call me
he's like,
snack master.
she's like, I need to talk to you, snack master.
Yep.
He's like, me exercising? What?
He's like, I just said I was thinking about working out.
Trudy.
But what? See, I need you to translate sometimes. What was Sunset
Oh
screaming?
my goodness, it was so funny. She was like,
Ooh.
you hypocrite, two-faced,
Mhm.
all in
Ooh.
Spanish, like, you know, basically saying that, you know, she was divorced. She keeps saying, what is Melrose's husband or ex-husband's name?
Oh, I forgot. his
Wait, do we
name.
know? Do we know?
Yeah,
Yes,
Mateo.
Mateo. She's like, oh yeah, me
Ma-
and Mateo. me and Mateo are gonna like go here and go there. And she's like, they're divorced. They're not even together. Like,
the shade.
the shade. So that's why she started yelling all of that in Spanish, but she was basically just saying she's a two-faced.
That's what she was saying. It was great.
It can get like that in families. It can.
It can.
I'm glad Proud Family doesn't hold back in certain areas, you know, for comedic effect as well as realism, you know.
Right. No, because then it makes those moments later on hit even more meaningfully towards the end.
Okay. And so, you know, talking about last week's episode, how we didn't really connect to Miss Hill, I feel we got the problem with LaBrea and Melrose resolved in a way that makes sense, where we actually care that it was resolved and the resolution was actually satisfying, you know?
Right.
Credit to this episode. I want to look at the writer, actually. Very well done.
We probably should. Yeah.
Right.
Would you say it's up there with the tried and true father figures episode?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's for me, I think it's still father figures, which again I love, and I'm so glad you mentioned it now, because Barry said that. He's like, we need to call 5-0. He's like, we are the 5-0.
That was funny. I like it.
He said, based on these, what do you say? Based
Red
on
chancla.
and the way he said it too.
Oh yeah, it was like the steam emitting from the chanclas.
Yeah. And the fact that he said chanclas too, I was like, okay, y'all really just keeping up with this Latin culture thing going on. And I appreciate it. And Zachary Quinto got his delivery. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's hilarious. So I appreciated that. But yes, for me, father figures, it all started with an orange basketball. Then I think this one.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's where I'm sitting. Those are my top three.
All right, fair enough. Rose, I know we haven't gotten your take the last couple episodes. I know you've been meaning to come on, putting you in the hot seat. You know how, like, you know, is there like an episode like that's your benchmark from what we've seen so far, the first 9?
I wouldn't say a benchmark, because my personal favorites is the orange basketball, only because the references there, I just get so many references and so many ties to that, and obviously one of the GOATs, Kobe. So it's just nostalgia for me. Kareem, all that stuff like that. It just hits home for me. But this was, I don't want to put a benchmark to it. I think this was definitely up on the more stronger of episodes. Because we watched, this season has been, you know, it's been solid, but it's been a roller coaster season, where it's just some episodes, you know, you feel like you're missing something. And I think on this one, you know, you only have 20 minutes to tell the story, right? But I got the heart of it, and I was able to enjoy it. And so,
no, I definitely agree.
That's all I need.
It was a very solid episode. You know, Captain Falcon, I don't know if we're gonna see you next week for the finale, but you know, I'm assuming you watched every episode up until now, or most of them.
Most of them, I mean, yes, I have watched most of them.
How would you rank this one, like amongst the episodes that you've seen so far?
I like honestly, father figures in this one have to be like at the same for me, just because I was able to relate to this one so much, and they got, you know, little things down to the T. Like, somebody in that writing had to have like told them, listen, we got to do the little side eye with the kiss, because
that little touch went a long way.
That touch went a long way. I was like, I've done that. I myself have done that. Yeah, definitely. I'm not really good at ranking, but it's definitely up there with father figures.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching it with Maria, and when the side eye came, I looked off for a second, and she was like, "Did you see that side eye? Did you see that side eye?"
It's accurate.
I honestly missed the side eye. I missed it.
Out of the 4 times you watched it,
right,
you missed it.
4 times you missed it.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Something's not adding up.
I noticed Sailor Moon.
Ooh. I noticed the doll.
I don't know what to tell you. See where our brains. If you relate to certain episodes, like Rose related to the basketball episode, Captain Falcon related to this episode. I related to the college episode a lot. We just, Proud Family throws various topics and various themes at you to where multiple people can relate. So forgive me, Dr. Jace, who went goo-goo for the Kingdom Hearts reference.
I only need to see it once. I only need to see it once.
Right. I only needed to see it once too. So it is what it is. Right.
Listen, I would agree with this episode. It's definitely up there. Father Figures, I still think is just a little bit better in terms of like the emotional side of things. But this is a damn close second. Orange Basketball and this episode, I would say they're tied. Maybe this one I think maybe beats There Was an Orange Basketball a little bit.
That's okay, and that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. Again,
I'm sorry. He's like, it's okay. Didn't hurt my feelings.
Orange Basketball is a great episode. It was my number 2. It was my number 2.
It's my personal reasons that tied me to it.
That's okay.
And that's fine.
That's totally fine, right?
And that's the best part about the Proud Family, because every episode is something different. And even though not every episode hits, it's still gonna relate to someone on some level, to some degree. And I think that's the important part. And I think based on our, interview with Calvin, that seemed to be the goal for this revival series. Try to connect with more people, connect with the old fans, connect with new fans, and try to tell new stories that they didn't get a chance to tell in the original series.
I'll say something real quick that's interesting, and GrandMasterHoop actually mentioned it too, is that, with this series, they throw so many references in general, just random references, that you would think that would turn you off, but I actually appreciate that a whole lot. Like, I look for it only because for some reason I think it's a credit to the writing room and all the people they have and the input that they take from everybody, to where they're just doing what they want. For some reason, I respect that a whole lot about the series above everything else. So
creative freedom.
Yep.
Yes. No, 100% agree. And I'm hoping they carry the same energy into the finale, right? Next week?
Old Town Road.
Which
title.
What?
Yeah, that's the title.
That's the Lil Nas episode.
Okay.
I mean, it better be the Lil Nas episode with that title.
It has to be. No,
Can you imagine if he doesn't show up?
Billy Ray?
I don't know if Billy Ray's listed to show up.
You never know, but
Chris
next
Rock?
week.
Oh, too soon.
He's on the video. No, he's on the video. He's in the video.
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
Chris Rock is in the
video. Old Town Road video.
Oh, you're talking about the music
Old
video.
Town
Okay,
Road
I'm
video.
sorry. Right. Okay. I thought you meant the episode.
I didn't even make that connection.
That would have been hilarious.
Right.
No.
I thought someone died.
That might be too much for you.
Did someone pass away?
Oh God.
One episode left. Chang triplets.
He said a lot. If for everyone listening, tune into our previous episode with our interview with Calvin Brown Jr., co-executive producer. He dropped some major leaks
quotation marks,
right, and
exclusives.
The things he told us we have not seen yet, so I imagine we're gonna get them all in the finale. So I'm excited.
So.
I'm really excited for this finale.
I'm hoping he didn't mean like as background characters,
no.
I
think he means legit. For example, yes, the Chang triplets. He said they got new personalities, new distinctions to distinguish themselves. That's something to be excited. That list in the original trailer for the series listed so many celebrities who have still not shown up. So
they're all coming in one episode. That's what you're saying.
And it could be a longer episode.
It could be. And hey, if it's the finale, maybe that's like the grand send off. So that's why they have all those celebrities just kind of being jam-packed in there.
Yeah, because the original series didn't really work towards a finale. They just kind of produced episodes,
Right, yeah.
So here they are building to a finale. So could be big.
Could be big. We'll see. But yeah, overall thoughts on this episode of the Proud Family. It's a great episode. Let's hope it keeps the balance, keeps the comedy, keeps the life lessons intact for next week, episode 10. And we'll see from there. But I would say that pretty much wraps up our thoughts on episode 9 of Louder and Prouder. Do you guys have any like final words for send off, like what you expect in episode 10, which we assume is the finale? I mean, I don't know.
I was gonna say one word, and this will define whether this finale will be great. Sticky!
Oh, God.
You want them to bring back Sticky?
Orlando Brown's coming back.
You're kidding.
Wild.
I don't think so.
If we're gonna take it there, let's take it there. That's probably the most extreme thing. Boom.
You couldn't be satisfied with the Chang triplets.
I am satisfied.
And Calvin gave you the
Don't
Chang
make
triplets.
this a conversation. I'm throwing it out there. I'm speaking it. Boom.
Manifest your dreams, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Omar needs to show up.
Omar needs to show up.
Omar.
He mentioned Omar. He
He
told
did.
us Omar, right? I will show you the list of celebrities. There's a bunch.
Wow,
yeah,
Mr.
Omar needs to
Exclusive.
make an appearance.
Omar.
Where is Omar?
Where's Duke? Where's
Where
Duke?
is Duke?
Listen, if they're getting characters like Peebo back again, like Omar's coming back. Omar's coming back.
Omar has to come back. Come on now.
We'll wait and see. But yeah, I would say that wraps up our thoughts here on the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, episode 9. Let us know what you all think in the comments below. Do you feel like the story hit its stride throughout its entire run this episode? Was the comedy on point? Was there balance between the A and the B plot? Let's be honest, the A and B plot meshed seamlessly. It was perfect. Mwah, pristine, chef's kiss. Anyways, let us know what you all think in the comments below. We love to hear your thoughts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and this just in, TikTok, baby, at the Yonkō Table. Give us a like, give us a share, and let us know what you think. But with that, guys, Yonkō Table signing off. I'm your Yonkō host, DrJaceAttorney, fellow Yonkō GrandMasterHoop, and Supernovas Captain Falcon and Rose the Crafter. Sailing off, guys, and take care.